Thank you for watching today. This is Kinnear. Welcome to another Starfield video. I'm doing something a little different here and talking about the security skill in the tech tree. I'll be covering both lockpicking and ways for new characters to level the skill quickly. So in this broad topic, I will break the video up into chapters. New players that want to get expert locks quickly will get what they need in the first few minutes. Stick around for the full strategy to level up through security level 4. So let's get started. This character is brand new. He's level 4 at this point. He's already been to the lodge, so he has a little bit of money. He's been through Vectera and Crete, but he's going to stop in at Jemison Mercantile and pick up some DigiPicks.
Thanks for coming in.
At level 4, he has a couple of skill points, but I've only spent one. I did set him up as a diplomat to start, so he has a few skills already. I have not added security yet, so let's do it now. Rank 1 available. 2 auto attempts can be banked, and I can now pick advanced locks as well as novice locks. When you start the game, you can pick novice locks, but you don't get any real credit or challenge progress. We now have to pick 5 locks to get through rank 1. Now, we already have the benefits of rank 1, the ability to pick advanced locks and novice locks, but if we want to go to rank 2, we're going to have to pick 5 locks. If you're familiar with the hacker and locksmith skills in another well-known Bethesda game, it's very similar in that we are looking at advanced, expert, and master progression in each of these skills. In Starfield, there's only one skill, it's the security skill, and it works for both terminals, doors, safes, and anything that's locked, including containers. The first place we're going to go in the well is to Apex Electronics. The vendor at Apex usually has a large supply of DigiPicks, so we're going to buy all the DigiPicks we can find when we find them. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any, which is unusual.
Stop by any.
I guess I will stop by again. Since we're here, let's go into the Trade Authority. They might have some DigiPicks. The Trade Authority, UC Surplus, Jemison Mercantile. There are several on Aquila City as well. No DigiPicks there either. Okay, well, we looked.
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
You have a nice day now.
We're going to turn left out of the Trade Authority and then left again to go up these stairs. We'll just follow the stairs up. At this intersection, we will turn left and we'll go through a door with the mark 37 on it. I don't know if the other red doors have 37 on it. This one does. We're up at a dead-end hallway, and we find our first novice lock on a door. Now, I will warn you, there is a fight inside this door, so you should be ready. It won't start right away. When we open a novice lock, it's going to show us how many DigiPicks we have, and we're going to notice there are 2 rings. A lighter ring on the outside and a darker ring on the inside, and there are gaps in the ring, and this is where the pins fit from each of the keys that are over on the right-hand side. Now see, we have 4 different sets of keys. They're all set in a prearranged fashion. On the PC, you put your mouse over the key, and you can use the scroll wheel, or whatever you've set up, to spin it around. And the goal is to line it up with the wheel. We will clear the outer ring first, and then we can address the inside ring. However, even before we select any of the keys to apply, we can look at the inside ring and see if the other keys fit. I'm looking at the outside ring right now, and I think I have the 2 that do fit. And that means the other 2 fit the inside ring, more than likely. We're going to go ahead and select these. And now we're at the inside ring, and it's light now. Now, it's pretty clear if we look at the last 2 rings that we could probably go ahead and close this out, but I'm going to use the undo feature. I spent 1 DigiPick as soon as I selected the first set of keys and applied them. As of the March 2024 patch, the undo feature doesn't cost us DigiPicks anymore. So I've just hit undo twice. I will notice if I say exit, it is going to warn me that it's going to burn a DigiPick. So I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to exit. So I think we had the right ones in the first place. So we're going to go ahead and pick those again. And we're going to pick the second two. And that's it. That's the first novice lock. It's always 4 sets of pins and 2 rings. There is something in there in the second room, and it's moving. Whatever could it be? Big Bruno! Big Bruno is a robot. And he's angry. Okay, we're going to get a little credit for boost pack training. Just so you know, you can hide behind this table. So we've gotten 1 out of 5 challenge progress after opening that novice door. And I went ahead and looted the place and we've left. The next place we're going to go is toward the exit to the well. This is not the way we came in originally. It's the big cargo elevator, and it's next to the med bay. And there's a door in the wall here that leads up to a control room. There's no one in the control room, and there's a safe with a novice lock on it. Again, we're at 14 DigiPicks before we set our first keys. And notice I can exit, and it doesn't cost me a DigiPick. I come back in, I still have 14, as long as I don't pick a set of keys to apply. I'm going to line these up before I set anything. That looks like it will work. This is actually a tricky one and a great example. So it looked like I had picked the right combination right off the bat. But actually, there's 2 ways to close that outer ring out. And it all depends on how we turn this one set of keys that has 3 pins in it. So what we need to do is set up what we think are the outer ring keys, and then look at the inside ring and see if we have a set that works there. So we'll take the second set. That fits in 2 spots. This one applies to the inside ring. So I think we've got the ones that we want lined up. So now we're lined up. Set that one, set that one. 3 pins, and then the final. So again, there were 2 ways to clear the outside ring there, one of which would have left us with no options for the inside ring. After the well, we need 3 more successful lockpicks. I like to go to the Narian system and a star station called the Clinic. The Clinic is part of several quest lines. As soon as we enter, and before we get to the room with the other people in it, we check the lockers to the right, and we'll find a DigiPick. It is stealing, so if anybody sees you, you could get in trouble. And then on the left-hand side, for some reason, on the left-hand side, there's some cred sticks. Enough to buy plenty of DigiPicks once we can find vendors that have them. We can ignore all these people. You don't have to interact with anybody here.
3 times.
Actually ignored most of the station. We are looking for the staff area on the left.
Someone comes to take a look
And we're going to go all the way to the back of the staff area to a storage area.
You appear.
In the storage area, we're going to turn to the right and go up the stairs to a platform. And there's a locked door with a novice lock on it. I don't think they can see me, but I do crouch down up here. We open the novice door. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a look ahead and make sure that the ones that are left align with the inside. They look good. So the first two go to the outside, the second two go to the inside. So that was a pretty straightforward lock. And we're down one more digit. But we've now completed 3 of 5 locks. This room will get us the other 2. One more novice door. That looks like a good fit for the outside. Let's look at the inside. Fit there. And that fits as well. So I think we've got these. Four of 5. There's no one in the room. There's a safe on the floor. It is an advanced safe. This will be our first advanced lockpicking exercise. The first thing you'll notice on an advanced lock is that there are 6 sets of keys. There's still only 2 rings, and we probably only need 2 sets of keys for each ring. So 2 of these sets are fake. I'm going to set the outside. I'm not going to click it yet. I'm going to count the number of gaps that are left. So 4. I'm going to look for anything with 4 and see if that's a fit. And I think that one's a fit. So the first 2 on this seem to be a fit for the outer ring. Looking at the inside ring, we're going to ignore the first 2. And anytime I see 2 pins right next to each other, I try to see if they'll fit someplace. They don't fit on the inside. That key doesn't look like it fits any place in there. Does this one fit? This one fits on the inside, absolutely. And that leaves us with 3 gaps on the inside ring to close. Do we have anything with 3? We do. We have one with 3. Looks like a good fit. So I think we have all 4 sets that we need. We'll apply them. And it's unlocked. 664 credits. Now we're 5 of 5 security locks. We have completed the challenge for rank 1 of security. You can see it's 5-5 in the challenge progress. Rank 2 is available. This will get us expert locks and 3 auto attempts. Rings will now turn blue when the pick can be slotted. So at this point, the only types of locks that we can't pick are master locks. And we need to pick another 15 locks before we could even choose rank 3 of security. Let's check our DigiPick supply. We have 12 DigiPicks. We need at least 15 in order to complete the challenge on this one. So we're going to want to buy some as we go. My first thought is to go to the Wolf system. There is a trade authority vendor on the Wolf system. This character, being level 4, has never been there. There's also combat going on in the Wolf system. And our choices are to engage in combat or to leave completely. And I really don't want to get involved in combat right now. Sure, it would be fine, but it would be a typical Bethesda distraction. So we're going to go to the Soul system at this point in time. Maybe we'll come back to the Wolf system later. Let's run into this rock. Good job, Shep. Well, he's a diplomat, not a pilot. We might need to make him a better pilot. Okay, we're in the Soul system, heading to Mars.
And we're done. Enjoy Stone.
Really is a nice looking ship, especially for a starter ship. Really grows on you. Okay, we'll head inside. Again, we have 12 DigiPicks at our disposal. We need to pick 15 locks somehow. We're at security rank 2. We're at 0 of 15 on our challenge. The first place we're going to go is actually behind the bar, known as the Broken Spear. It's a Trade Authority storage room that we can access by walking behind the bar.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Not only will we get to pick a lock, but there's a lot of loot inside that we can pick too. And we like loot. Door is unlocked. Down the stairs, and we have an advanced locked door. That's perfectly reasonable if you're new to picking locks to quick save right before you do this. We have 12 DigiPicks left. We have 6 sets of keys, and we only really need 4. Whenever you see 3 pins right next to each other, it's good to examine your options. So that one certainly fits there, but the other one does too. One of them is correct, and we don't know which one it is yet until we start to think about the inside ring as well. So that one works for the inside ring. That one doesn't seem to fit anywhere. Doesn't fit anywhere on the outside ring, so we know that one's not going to be useful to us. This one fits on the outside ring. Interesting. We can always use undo. Let's just jump in and see if it works. That's the only place this one fits. Now that we've committed to that path, can I make the rest of this work? I don't think I can. Nope. Fortunately, we can undo. Now we can go back and use a different set of keys. This one will fit in 2 different ways, so we're going to have to look at the other keys to see which one solves our problem. Will this one even do anything? It fits there. And we have it. Good example of using the undo key. We'll just take everything they have, because we like other people's stuff. This room is actually part of a quest later on if you want to do it. Having it unlocked already makes that quest slightly easier.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to
Do not need a staple gun, thank you. I like staple guns, but I do not need a staple.
in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation.
This door is a master lock and goes to the back of the Trade Authority. So we can't approach this one yet. That's security rank 3. And we won't be able to even attempt that one until we pick another 14 locks.
Go to Mars.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
We'll head back out and down to the Trade Authority, now that we've robbed them blind. I'm not going to bother to launder all these items.
Just ask.
Manaki!
Oh, hey,
One of the most pleasant characters in the game.
feel free to ask me anything else.
Do you have any lockpicks? Well, yes, you do. I need to replenish the lockpicks I used to steal from your storeroom. Thank you very much, sir.
Yup.
Let's cross the hallway and go to the UC Surplus store and talk to Dennis. Or Denis. I don't know. Is that Italian or French? We'll talk to that guy and see if he has any DigiPicks.
But that's because I tried to take a look.
Excellent. He has 3 more. So we're up to 17. So we need 14 more locks to pick. We have 17 DigiPicks. If we don't make any mistakes, we're probably okay.
Hey, catch you on the flip side.
Now I have 17 clean DigiPicks. None of them stolen. I didn't realize he would buy stolen goods. For him. Must be a Sidonia thing. I know of 2 more advanced locks that are within easy reach here. They're in the Lux condominiums, in the apartment of the governor. As soon as you enter the door to the right, there's an advanced lock. It's the only one with 3 pins. Looks like it could be a fit. Those 2 look like they're a fit. Just go ahead and commit to them and undo if we need to. The ones that have 2 pins alone, I try to use last if I'm trying to fit the rest of them with more pins. That's why. Those 4 fit there, and then those 2 will fit there. Perfect. Let's go on in and head upstairs. The governor has a terminal that's also locked. Again, thinking of the other game, where you have both a hacking skill and a locksmith skill, Starfield combines them into one. The security skill gets you into anything that's locked, and you use one type of pick device, a digital pick. Looks like we've got it. You can go through his messages if you want. I'm not going to here. And we're done in Sidonia. We have 3 of 15. We need another 12 locks. Now the next technique I'm going to show you for getting these 15 locks is actually a good technique to couple with advancing your pilot skill and your target lock skill. We'll return back to the Mass District and sign up for the UC Vanguard. Come to think of it though, I don't have a skill point for piloting. I'm very close to another level. So I'm going to take a quick trip into the settled systems to pick up a little bit of experience. It should push me over the level 5 barrier and get me another skill point that I can spend. Made it to Olympus. Let's go out to Voli. There we go. Level 5. Skill point available. Don't know why it waited until I was flying past. Maybe I wasn't close enough. Now, I will spend a little time at Voli. I'll go to the vendors. I'll look for DigiPicks. I'm not going to do that in the video.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan.
It takes a few minutes to get down to the planet's surface the first time. You have to land on Neon, not Neon Core, and run inside. I'll skip all that here. I'm still working on my progress toward rank 3 of security. So for the next step, I can also do piloting at the same time. Ultimately, I'm going to want to have piloting up to rank 4 as quickly as I can get it there, so I can pick up Class B and Class C ships. So we're going to take rank 1 right now, and that's going to give us a challenge of destroying 5 ships in space combat. So remember, we need 5 ships in space combat, and we're still working on our 15 successful lockpicking. Now we'll go back to New Atlantis and the Mass District. And we really don't have to go deep into the UC Vanguard questline to do this. We do need to go into the Mass office and talk to Commander John Twala. We'll just tell him we want to join the UC Vanguard. We won't mention it's primarily so we can get access to the ship combat simulator.
What do we got here? I'm interested in doing some good for the people of the United... Glad to hear it. All you've got to do is pass a fight exam and we'll have you working your way to UC citizen. Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. And if you've got any questions...
Just say yes, yes, yes. Turn around, go to the elevator, and head for the Vanguard Orientation Hall. There's a small terminal to the left. Sign in, accept your service agreement.
Registration accepted.
Head through the door. If you've not listened to all this before, it's enjoyable. Otherwise, just run up to each one of the posts and click the button and run away to the next one. You'll get a small amount of credit with Commander Twala toward your citizenship. It might affect the amount of money you receive as well. I'm not clear. Just head to the pilot simulation chamber. Take a left and up the stairs. I like to quick save before I go in. You cannot quick save once you're inside the simulator, so if you're going to quick save for the purpose of picking locks successfully, you need to do it outside. There's a terminal on the right-hand side. You really can't do anything with it until the simulation starts and you are in combat. And that means we have to do a little bit of a dance while we're fighting ships. We're going to have to sit in the pilot seat, start the simulation. I recommend taking out the first ship on your own. That way you're guaranteed credit for the kill. We're trying to get 5 ship kills while we're doing this. Adjust power to the ship systems. They're not set appropriately when you get here. Give yourself plenty of laser and weapons, plenty of shield. Take out the Tier 1 simulated ship as quickly as you can. And immediately on the PC, hit the E button and hold it down to stand up and leave the cockpit after you kill that first ship. Walk back to the terminal and open it up. Now, when you're in this terminal, there's really nothing else going on in the game. You can deploy shields, damage upgrade, generate an ally to fight with you, and you get access to an advanced lock. While you're doing this, nothing's happening in the game outside. So take your time. And it does use an actual DigiPick, even though it's a simulation. We're 4 of 15. Now we can turn on infinite upgrades between tiers and one more ally for the purpose of quote-unquote debugging. As soon as we exit this menu, we're going to walk straight back to the cockpit, sit down in the pilot's seat. You'll see the 2 allies are outside of us. Now we can start ship combat with them working with us. You may want to wait until the next tier to open those allies up. We did get credit for that single kill. We're at 2 of 5. Three of 5, 4 of 5, and 5 of 5. At this point, you can stand up and leave. You don't have to finish this. If you've passed tier 3, you actually get credit for it if you wanted to go ahead with the UC Vanguard quest, but that's not necessary. Exit the simulator.
Congratulations.
Now, the only problem we face now is we have finished the challenge for pilot level 1.
Final results.
I would like to have pilot level 2, but I'm going to need to level up one more time to get a skill point. There's nothing that stops me from going into the simulator again and again and again, picking the lock on the terminal and exiting the simulator. You don't have to finish it. There's no penalty for not finishing it. You walk in, first ship comes out, you stand up, you pick the lock, and then you leave. And you could do that 12 times in a row and close it out. You could also go to Aquila City. And I'm going to use a character that's already passed this at this point in time, but the first time you come to Aquila City, you may have to clear the quest at the bank before you get access to the bank.
People joke. Say those Baroon zealots worship a snake.
But after you've cleared the quest at the bank, you can walk inside the bank and down into the basement. And you will find a series of vaults. Now, some of these require keys, like that one, but others, I'll find one in a second, are advanced locks. And if you go around the entire room, you'll find there are 7 vaults with advanced locks. So if you have the DigiPicks, at this point in time, you could pick all 7 of these locks. I believe we might need, on our original character, we might need 11 or 12. So that's going to get you within 4 or 5 locks. So to demonstrate what you're able to do once you get your skill up to a rank 4 in security, I'm going to go ahead and open up one of the advanced locks in this room. This one will work. Open it up. There's 6 sets of keys. I have plenty of DigiPicks. I'm going to eliminate unused keys. So I'm at 89. I'm going to say eliminate unused keys. That's going to cost a DigiPick, and it's going to take 2 away. One is my first move, engaging the lock, and the other one is for eliminating the unused keys. And you can see there's 2 of them now that are blank. So now we're down to 4 keys and only 2 circles to close. I'm going to try the auto slot. It's going to line up the ones that fit. I don't really need to do an auto slot for the second one. Probably didn't need to do it for the first one, but just for the purpose of demonstrating it. Pick this one. And we can tell where the rest of them go. The rewards aren't worth much. But again, 7 locks you can pick in one place. The last lock I'll show you is a master lock. If you come back to the well in New Atlantis and go to the UC security office, through to the back and up the stairs, there's a door, a secure access door, and outside there's a set of vaults that are 4 master locks, and inside there is a jail cell that is a master lock as well. So once you get to rank 3 in security, here are 5 that you can knock out pretty quickly. I'm not going to try to find any more advanced locks. I think the best strategy going forward that I've used is I will level up another level. I'll go after piloting again, and I will use the simulator to get my next piloting rank. And in the process of doing that, I'm going to pick up the remaining advanced locks that I need from the simulator console. And I'm probably going to pick up anywhere from 15 to 20 kills to get me up to piloting level 3. I'm at security 3 and piloting 3 at the same time. and the rest of it I tend to collect over time. There are master locks in lots of individual places. There's one at the UC gun shop in the well, and you're going to find them in various places throughout the settled systems. So I hope that was helpful. If you're trying to level up quickly, or at least get to the expert level, you can do that with the first few steps in this process. If you need advanced targets to practice, go to Aquila City. If you need 5 easy master locks within close proximity, go to UC Security in the well. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember that what lies behind you, what lies in front of you, pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. It's never too late to be what you might have been. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and get notifications. This is Kinnear, and I'm out of here.